Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video we are going to be discussing one of my favorite silhouettes in the whole entire world, and that is obviously the beautiful VaporMax. So I've got three different styles here, so we're going to go through each of them, and these are definitely my favorite kind of like variations that have been released since 2017. So yeah, we're going to go through these ones. So these are the VaporMaxes that we have here today. First of all, to get started, a little bit of history about the VaporMaxes. So the original VaporMax, similar to this, a Flyknit, came out in 2017, and since then they've been like making variations of them. As you can see, they all have the same sole, but they all have different uppers, which are like inspired from different shoes. Obviously, the main features about the VaporMaxes is that the sole is made out of bubbles, and this was actually designed originally from airbags that were put into a sole. Like, how crazy is that? And this is what we ended up with. So for the last 3 decades, Nike have been kind of using visible air technology, and that's how we ended up with these. So we're going to go through each one of them and give you a little review on them. So I've got a Flyknit 3 here, I've got a VaporMax 360, and then I've got a VaporMax Plus as well. So here is the VaporMax Flyknit 3. So back in 2017, they released the VaporMax Flyknit. It was just called the VaporMax Flyknit, and they were basically exactly the same shoe. I actually bought them in 2017, but I've only just recently thrown them away due to some wear and tear. But they literally are basically the same. I think these look even nicer. They are like so smart, so cool, so trendy, and they look expensive as well. I feel like I always get compliments whenever I wear these. So really, it's just like two materials, and that is why the shoe is so light and weightless, and that is literally what I love about it. I feel like this shoe is like almost like a sock as well. Sometimes I don't even bother with the laces. I literally, because it's got a heel tap here, literally just go like that and slip my foot in. I think that's why I like it as well. I use it as like a general shoe. Like, you can go walking, like if you're going to the shops, if you're going to the gym, like anything. Like, it's just so easy to put on and off, and at the same time it looks so nice. Like, it's just such a nice looking shoe. I'm also a really big fan of the laces. It's got a flywire cabling system, so it's just so like simple and elegant as well. Like, everything just blends in well. The all black as well, like all black is just such like a good vibe all the time. Like, you can literally never go wrong with an all black shoe, and this is definitely one of my favorite shoes. So talking about comfortability wise, the interesting thing about this is that there is no foam between the air unit and the Flyknit mesh. So sometimes I don't wear these shoes for like a long period. If I was going to the gym and doing like heavy squats where there's a lot of pressure on my foot, I feel like sometimes I can literally feel like my foot like on the air sole, if that makes sense. So I feel like I can literally feel like all the grooves and everything. So I wouldn't say it is the most comfortable shoe in the world. It is fairly comfortable. It's just not like for heavy duty, for example. Other than that, like, that's what I'm talking about, like heavy duty kind of pressure, like your everyday like walking and stuff, absolutely fine, absolutely perfect. And again, that's kind of what I use this shoe for. I don't really use it for like, you know, like heavy gym wear and things like that. See, the top is Flyknit, so I feel like if you had kind of like wide feet, there is room for your kind of like toes and your feet to move, which is a really good thing, and it's comfortable in that sense. The shoe also has kind of like a mud guard at the top, which obviously kind of helps with like wear and tear. I feel like, as I said before, because it is Flyknit, for me, I feel like eventually, like, no shoes kind of last you forever, but these shoes I think I had for about 2017, 3 years. So they lasted me 3 years before I had to buy this pair, which is now my second pair. But I did wear them like nearly every other day. So I do think they will last a while. Like, the quality is really good. They are seriously popular, and I think this is one of the popular silhouette there is. They have so many colorways as well of this shoe. Like, I literally just want to buy like all the colorways, but they are super expensive, which is the most annoying thing in the world. So these come in, I think, about £170. So they are an expensive shoe just for like a general release shoe. But I still get sucked in because I do think they are worth it. I do think they look so nice. And plus, there's always like discounts on these kind of shoes on different colorways. So I feel like you could definitely pick them up for like cheaper than £170. So next is my VaporMax 360s. Now, they're really hard to see because they're so shiny and white. But basically, they have fused 2 shoes together. So on the upper is like the Air Max 360s, which I'll put a picture up here. And then obviously on the bottom, you've got the VaporMax VaporMax Air unit at the bottom. I just feel like this is just such a perfect shoe as well. They're literally like the VaporMax Flyknits, apart from they've got a different material on the top. Going on to the details of the shoe, you've obviously got a synthetic upper. You've also got these like waves, and it's like the shoe is like running, and you've got kind of like the air going against it. So you've got kind of like these little lines that start from the toe and go all the way to the back. There's so many like nice details on this. Obviously you've got the iridescent swoosh, and they're not near the eyelets of the shoe. You've got 2020. Which I really like. I really like that detail. I really also like the laces. They're kind of like a bit more ropey compared to the Flyknit. So you have a painted mudguard which goes all the way around to the back of the shoe, and it also goes all the way up onto the tongue. I really like that, and as well, also it makes you feel like the shoe is going to last a bit longer because of the better quality compared to the Flyknit. The tongue as well is like a foamy mesh kind of material as well. Really like the tongue. Again, that's kind of like integrated into the shoe. I bought the colorway white, and usually I don't really buy white, but I thought because the material is like synthetic, it's easy to clean. So the VaporMax 360 is a lot heavier. It's a lot chunkier shoe. I feel like it is also like more rigid. So the bubble is basically the same, apart from you have a foam midsole on this shoe. This doesn't have a foam midsole. So the upper is a lot larger, and that's why it is a lot chunkier. I also feel like the material of the shoe contributes to how heavy it is as well. But they are both really nice shoes. I feel like they both have kind of like different looks. So in terms of comfortability, this has a foam midsole, so these are supposed to be more comfier. However, I feel like because of the material of these shoes, they're a lot more rigid. When I go to reach for some shoes, I barely ever wear these. I think in the last year, I've worn these like a handful of times. I don't know if that's because they're white and I don't want to get them dirty, but I feel like these are a lot more comfortable for me because they're easier to kind of slip on. These are a lot more rigid, and because of the material, I find them like a lot heavier to wear. I feel like they're a lot more tighter. I don't know if it's because I haven't broken them in, but obviously the material is thicker, so it does make sense for that to happen. However, in terms of like wear and tear, these are waterproof. You could kind of wear these like any kind of weather, whereas these obviously are Flyknit, so if it's raining, your feet are going to get drenched. So there are like pros and cons to both of the shoes, and maybe if I did get this in a different colorway, like I'd wear it more, but for me, I just don't find this as comfortable as the VaporMax Flyknits. And also they squeak a lot as well, and I don't know if that's obviously because I haven't worn them in, but I have read other people's reviews saying that theirs squeak as well, so I don't know if that's a common theme with these shoes. I do feel though, like if you want a kind of like chunky shoe but not that chunky, then that is perfect, and I think that's exactly what I was looking for. I wanted a bit chunkier than this, but I didn't want something too chunky, so this is what I went for. These actually come in at £180, so they're £10 more than these, and I'm guessing that's because of the material. But I feel like these shoes are always on offer. I think I paid 110 for these. I don't think I would pay 180 for these shoes, whereas I think I would pay 170 for these. But I don't think these are worth 180. Next are my VaporMax Pluses. Now these at literally first glance look like so mean, a bit scary. When I first bought them online, I've seen a few people wear them as well, mostly guys. I don't think I've ever seen girls wearing these. I've always thought, they're a bit too much. With the certain outfits, I feel like you could wear these properly, but they are kind of like, I do think they kind of look like men's shoes. They are like very like boisterous. Again, it's another fusion of two shoes, and that is the Air Max Plus, and I think that was from 1998 that they originally came out. So it's got the Air Max Plus upper, and then it's obviously got the VaporMax Air unit at the bottom. This shoe on the upper is made out of a thick embossed mesh, which is actually non-stretchy, and then it's got the TPU cage, which is literally the same as the Air Max Plus. And this is obviously like the main feature of the design. It kind of looks like fire going up. It is pretty cool. And then it's got like dashes which go all the way up to the tongue, and this is like reflective, which is another nice feature of the shoe. Also, one of my favorite parts is that it kind of copies the TN logo, and it's got the VM Air logo, which I absolutely love. I feel like that is such a cool addition, and it's actually got that in the insole as well. Also has a painted mudguard at the toe cap. I feel like these will probably last longer than any of the other ones because of the materials that is used, and this again is like a lot chunkier than the other ones. It's got a lot more going in on it, and again this is because it has a foam midsole. So there is a foam midsole between the Air unit and the upper, which again is supposed to make it a lot more comfortable than the Flyknit. So these are both black colorways. Now obviously this looks just like so much more black, like it's glossy black. I feel like the colorway is so much nicer on this than this, whereas this is like more matted, it's a bit more dull, whereas I definitely do prefer, like these just look like super clean compared to these. But they are different silhouettes, I guess. This is way more chunkier than this. Got the same bubble again, but obviously you've got a lot more going on the upper and you've got a lot more going on the midsole of these. So if you can just see like how much bigger this shoe actually is compared to the Flyknit. It's even bigger than my Air Max 360s as well. A lot more chunkier, trying to get that straight. It's a lot more chunkier. So I feel like if you want an even chunkier shoe than the VaporMax 360s, then this is your shoe to go for. Obviously it is called the VaporMax Plus, so that does kind of explain it all. For me, I feel like this is the maximum kind of chunky like I need, because otherwise like you're literally like wearing heels and they're supposed to be trainers. Like I'm not trying to be wearing heels on my shoes. So this shoe, obviously for the upper, I feel like it doesn't give you room to stretch. I feel like you need to get your size. But because of the material as well, I feel like it won't wear and tear as much, which is really good. It's coming at 180. I feel like, again, you can kind of get like small discounts on them. I don't think they're as discounted as the VaporMax 360s, but I do think you can kind of pay less than 180 for these. I think I just got 10% off. So I didn't get a huge saving like the VaporMax 360s. So comfortability wise, I do feel like these are actually pretty comfortable. These obviously also have the foam midsole between the upper and the Air unit. I really like the upper as well. I feel like they're more comfortable than the 360s. I feel like they are more comfortable than the Flyknits. I do find them a really comfortable shoe. The thing about for me is just annoying like how chunky they are, because for me, I'm not a huge fan of chunky shoes. I do prefer the look of these, and that is probably why, again, I end up wearing these like all the time. Because of the Air unit at the bottom, which they all have, I feel like these, you know, like if you wanted to do like heavy squatting or go running like literally miles and miles and miles, I feel like you can find better shoes for that, better Nike running foam shoes. These are very much like kind of like casual shoes. So talking about comfortability and sizing, even though they kind of fit different, like some are more rigid, some fit more narrow and things like that, I do actually get the same size in all of them. So I got a size 7, which is like my generic size. So I say they fit true to size. I feel like if I wanted to, I could go 0.5 up in each of them. Another thing about all these shoes, I do find this shoe is like more breathable, like more flexible, like look at that. Whereas I feel like these shoes, like they don't move a lot, they're quite rigid. So this is like definitely the most like breathable kind of shoe. Another thing to also bear in mind is that I never ever wear thick socks with these shoes. This shoe is like a sock. These shoes are quite like narrow inside, so I always wear thin socks with them. If I wore thick socks, I feel like the shoes would no longer fit me and I definitely have to get like a size up. And even at that, because they're quite narrow, I still feel like they'd be uncomfortable. Obviously, I'm getting down to like the nitty gritty bits of them, of why like they may not be the best shoe. At the end of the day, the look always outweighs the disadvantages for me. I think as well, they all look so nice, and it's so crazy how they're the same silhouette, but literally they are like completely different shoes. And that is one thing I love about VaporMaxes, and I'm always excited to like see the next silhouette that's coming out, because they are so different to each other. I feel like there is a VaporMax out there for everybody, and like the colorways of these shoes, especially this shoe, I could keep buying this exact same shoe just in different colorways. So yeah. So that is the end of my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed my VaporMaxes, which I absolutely adore. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you all next time.